welcome children to my episodes of Money and Banking. So basically what we are going to do in Money and Banking is that again go through the PowerPoint representation for your AISSCE Economics exam of 18th of March 2026. Remember, both for government budget, money banking as well as the other macroeconomics chapters to follow, you are going to get a PDF of all the PowerPoints, numericals wherever they are there, and you are going to get the simulation of 40 marks for each of these chapters embedded within those PDFs. So pack up your shoes and pull up your socks. What we are going to do is that we are going to now embark upon the journey of macroeconomics, because there are several conceptual areas, several PowerPoints from where CBSE asks you questions, and you have to get the entire 6 marks in this particular chapter of Money and Banking out of the 40 marks of macroeconomics for your CBSE examination. So let us see money and banking. Why not we are studying money? Because money is a very, very important part of our life. How do we say that? We say that because without money, this entire economic growth will come to a standstill. Why am I saying this? Because you see, in the olden times, in the very ancient times, there used to be the system of barter economy. That means commodity exchange. Barter economies had their own problems. What are the problems of the barter economies? Number one, lack of double coincidence of wants. But that means two people who are exchanging commodities has to want the commodity of the other person if he is to give his own commodity to him. So both of them has to demand each other's good for the exchange to take place. But in case of money, no such thing is required. Money is a standardized medium of exchange which is universally accepted by all the people in a particular country. Sometimes in barter system, cows used to be, exchanged for rice. Both valuations are very different. So basically in a barter system, the valuation of commodities were completely erroneous. But in the system of money, the valuation of the commodities are very, very exact. We are going to take a higher price for a diamond necklace and obviously lower price for just a dress. So number 3, the store of value. Obviously for perishable commodities to be exchanged, it is not possible to store them because they are going to perish in a barter system. But in the system of monetary economy, what happens is that you can keep your money in the bank or you can keep your money stored and use them whenever you need. So money can be stored. So we can store value in terms of money. Number 4, another problem of barter system was future payment is not possible. Deferred payment is not possible. But this is not the case in case of monetary economy. There where the financial system arises that we can make future payments with our money, and money has transfer of value. That is, we can buy commodities from very far away place just by using money or transferring money, wiring money, or nowadays just the core banking system has helped us to transfer money through IMPS or RTGS, NEFT, any way possible. Now, the second thing that we have to understand is the concept of fiat money. What is fiat money? Money is money till my government says that it is money. During demonetization, what happened? 500 rupees and 2000 rupees were completely banned. So what happened? Those who had 500 and 2000, they are no more money. For us, they are just piece of papers. You can wipe your face like a, handkerchief with the money. So basically, the thing is that fiat money concept is my money is money. That is, rupee is Indian currency. That can be used for any sort of exchange till the government says that it is our legal tender. If the government says that it is no more our legal tender, then they are just mere pieces of paper. Another important thing is that the intrinsic and extrinsic value of money. Intrinsic value of money is the material value of money. That means the price of paper of the 500 rupee note. What is the extrinsic value of the 500 rupee note? The face value, that is 500. Because over there, the governor of RBI has written, I promise to pay the bearer a sum of 500 rupees, right? And another thing that we have to talk about is now money supply. That means how much money is in circulation in the economy. How should we measure it? Money supply is nothing but money held by the currency held by the people of the country, all the people of the country, in their pockets and all, and purses and wallets and everything, plus the demand deposits in the commercial banks. That means the money amount in their savings deposit which they can withdraw on demand, or the checkable deposits. And number three, there is another system of measuring money supply which is called the M1 supply, which says money supply M1 is equal to C, that is currency held by the people, plus DD, that is demand deposits in the banks of the people, and OD, that is other deposits. Let's see what it is. So we have in our syllabus only the M1 supply. Children, you will find in many reference books M2, M3, M4 is given. They are not in the syllabus. We have only M1 supply, of M1 measurement of money supply. So C is no problem, currency held by the people. DD, the demand deposits in the banks which we can withdraw at any point of time. All the people can withdraw. That is the depositors, the money the depositors have in their savings account. And OD, other deposits. Other deposits includes the deposits with Reserve Bank of India of, number one, the financial institutions of India like LIC, NABARD. Number two, the deposits with Reserve Bank of India of all the foreign governments, and the deposits with Reserve Bank of India of all the foreign financial institutions like IMF, World Bank. It does not include, remember again, it does not include any deposit with RBI which our Indian government or our commercial banks have made to the RBI. So money supply is not the money held by the suppliers of money in the country. Who are the suppliers of money in the country? The commercial bank, the government, the Reserve Bank of India. So money supply is not a part of the money held by the suppliers, but money held by the entities, that is common people or the demanders of money. Now, in this particular regard, I want to clarify one concept, that there is a concept called gross demand deposit and net demand deposit. Gross demand deposit does not only include the money held by the people in their savings account, but also the interbanking claims. That means the money that is to be transferred in between banks. But if we subtract that interbanking claims, what we are left with is only the net demand deposits, that is the amount of money held by the people in the savings account of their bank, which they can withdraw whenever they want to do so. So next video will be upon the credit creation system and the commercial banking system. So basically, with regards to money, we have to understand one thing, that since the suppliers of money are the commercial banks and the Reserve Bank of India as well as the government, and government we have already studied in the chapter government budget. Now what we are going to do is that we have to understand the functions of this commercial bank and the Reserve Bank of India. Commercial banks are those financial institutions which accepts deposits and gives out loans. The business of the commercial bank goes like this. They receive deposits from the people. They give out a rate of interest, which is the interest paid to the depositors. They use the money of the depositors and give out loans to the borrowers at a rate of interest which is called the lending rate. That means the borrowers are going to pay that rate of interest to the banks. That particular lending rate is also called the market rate of interest. Okay. Now, the interest rate that the commercial banks pay to its depositors is always less than the lending rate of interest or market rate of interest that the commercial banks receive from the borrowers. And this difference is called spread, and this is the profit of the commercial banks. Other than this, commercial banks actually create credit from the deposits of the people of the country in such a manner that sometimes it is seen that the total money creation or total deposit creation by the commercial banks is many times more than the initial deposits with the commercial banks. So our next episode will be on credit creation or money creation by the Commercial Bank of India.